All right. It's always so quiet. This game. Whoops. All right. Here we are. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We're back. Playing Noita. If I wanted to, I could beat the game right now. Get the salt. Here's the altar. We can dissolve snow. Last time, did a few things. What else is there to do? I mean, I got a lot of perks. I think I'm gonna do that more. There's a few perks that I'm still looking for. Mainly edit, or tinker with wands edit anywhere, which I'm not able to do at the moment, and it's very annoying. So we're gonna go. Oops, that's true. And there's also a few spells that I want to unlock. Yeah, we're gonna do this. We're actually gonna go to the left parallel world. That's what I'm feeling right now. There is a boss down here that I don't want to go anywhere near because they're actually kind of scary. I think I have just enough health to not care about Cursed Rock. Yep, we're fine. Why they keep shooting upwards? Something to do with the repulsion field that I have. Wait, is that the There is, so it's like random bosses show up. These parallel worlds, and they can be very dangerous. Ooh, like that is a bit spooky. Cursed knowledge, stay away from that. There's one boss that I'm a little spooked by. I didn't go past the mountain. Like, I guess this does count. Huh, I didn't expect to be able to, like, sink through regular soil. Here's the mountain. Ooh, I should actually do something real quick. Hello, welcome to the stream. The one I have at the moment is basically just homing plasma with a bunch of damage. This is pretty neat. The handful of spells that I'm looking for to make it better, but they aren't really necessary because what I have at the moment works really fine. And if I wanted to, I could, how do I, this is not the beginning of a run. I don't know. Ooh, actually, well, I already have the, square barrier. I'm in a parallel world right now. I already went down the mountain the first time and, you know, defeated the boss. Basically beat the game. But if you go past the borders of the world, you will find basically a perfect copy of the entire world. Called the parallel world. Oh, we're on far right. I know the gods are very angry, whatever will I do. He's dead. Repelling cape. Once again, good synergy with a perk that I don't have yet. I guess it's nice. It's convenient. I'm not really using any like beneficial stains. Small teleport portal, I already have that. Don't think any of these are really useful. It's really important to keep all of the holy mountains intact. Ow, actually that didn't hurt at all. Because I have no way of no way of editing wands. Otherwise. Now I do see one good spell here. It's oil, which does seem kind of strange. I think it's useful. I have crit on wet enemies, so if this was water, that would be very good. Parallel world, yeah, it keeps going. Like if there's a few hundred or maybe 1,000 parallel worlds you can go do, but the game kind of falls apart. It's not exactly designed for you to go that far. What do I want to get rid of? Some of these I feel like I need to hold on to. I guess I'll hold on to that. Maybe if I get crit on oil enemies, that would be useful. Yeah, that's always fun. Just the whole group of enemies being taken out like that. I think it is still good to check wands. For the most part, they're not going to be very good. But maybe I'll just find one that is very strong, or that has like a very good spell on it. Of course, the wand isn't going to be very strong. Hello, huge worm. I love to huge enemies like that just vanishing. Never made it past PC base. Well, spoilers. Okay, more plasma cutters. I actually like that a lot. Plasma cutters, man. But I don't have any more spell slots. What's better, a lot of like damage plus, or a lot of plasma cutters? Oh, well, okay. Goodbye, all that gold. There's also critical plus, so if I want to add even more crits. I didn't even get that much health. Oh, it was a little bit of a exploitation of game mechanics. There's an enemy that cuts your health in half for a short time. Once the effect wears off, it doubles your health again to undo the effect. But if you pick up a health upgrade during the duration of the effect, once your health gets doubled again, it also doubles the health that you gain from the health up. So I basically cut my health in half a whole lot, picked up a bunch of health upgrades, and then it doubled all of that many times. And now I have a whole lot. I mean, Venomous Curse and like technically most of these modifiers aren't really necessary. Not sure if I want to replace any of these. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I guess I know this is here. Yeah. If I want more plasma, if I get like more slots, because I could increase like the capacity by a decent amount still. Oh, faster movement though. See, this is tough. Trick Greed is like one of the good ways to really increase the amount of money that you make. Because this is multiplicative. It goes from 2 times to 4 times to 8 times. You know, you can see how that scales to crazy amounts. But also faster movement is just like, look how slow I am. I mean, I can do this. So I can move faster, but just like for basic like dodging and maneuverability, this is so nice. And I can get both. Okay. I get all of them. This is another perk that I have. Can I look at this? Perk lottery. 50% chance the other perks won't disappear. Usually you only get to pick one of those. Yeah, here's easy base. Pretty easy area, actually. I mean, yeah, everything is easy at this point for me. Oh, I can just, like, walk through snow. If I want to. Snow basically just doesn't exist. If you can convert materials into sand, then you can dig through anything. Okay, that doesn't really hurt much. This has nothing. Okay. See, the black hole actually moves so fast, it, like, unloads. Ooh, okay. Piercing shot. Explosive detonator. So, dormant crystal. Is it dormant crystal? Ooh, okay. There's the perk that I'm looking for. Stainless armor. Basically, incredibly powerful perk. Piercing shot. It's super, super powerful, but super risky. Piercing shot can make projectiles hurt yourself. So if you make, okay, think about this. Let's say I have a very powerful projectile. I can buff up to deal, you can buff it up to deal like 10,000 damage. Maybe even more than that. That's totally possible. You buff up a single projectile to do a lot of damage. Okay, you can shoot that at an enemy, and you will deal a lot of damage to them. But if you add piercing shots, then every single frame, that projectile will deal that much damage to the enemy. Especially if you have homing, the projectile will basically stay locked on the enemy and continuously deal damage. So this is essentially a 60 times damage multiplier. And not only that, sometimes if you have a pierce or a trigger. So this is a sparkle with trigger. That's the projectile that I'm shooting. It basically triggers plasma cutter when it hits a wall, right? That's how I've set this up. If the sparkle was piercing, I don't know if this is how it works. It sounds a little bit too strong for this to be how it works, but with piercing, it should every single frame that it hits an enemy, that would trigger the plasma cutter. And now I kind of want to test it out. Thinking about it a little bit more. Let's remove these damage ups. And essence to power. And I think I'll keep the rest on. I do have another homing. Do I? I don't actually. This is a good type of homing for like bouncing burst. If you only want to hit them once, this works well. But I think what I could do is use divide by on homing. And then grab piercing. Also put that on this. Let's see. Actually, I guess if okay, hold on. Let's try it like this instead. This could be catastrophic. Oh, extra wand capacity. I want to buff up my main wand, but stainless armor is too good to pass up. Oh, you see that? There are multiple plasma cutters there. It does work. Ah, that really hurt me a whole lot. Dear Quay. This spell has a lot of potential, by the way. Every single spell in the game, almost, has some sort of, like, crazy hidden use case. That is definitely, or potentially not intentional by the developers, but something that you can do. Oh! Omega Sawblade. This is a horrible, a horrifyingly dangerous spell because it can damage yourself. I think it also inherently homes in on you. So yeah, that's it sounds fun, right? Okay, actually, I kind of want to edit the wand a little bit. Maybe make the homing a little bit more. Okay, well, I'm heading over in this direction because there's some very powerful enemies over here. Who are actually strong enough for me to test how strong this weapon might be. Nothing useful. Look at all those plasma cutters, though. I could also increase the duration of either Spark Bolt or the plasma cutter itself. Okay, why did they just die? Surely they were already damaged from something else. This is a really fun wand. Random projectile. Don't you just want to shoot anything from a little magic bolt to an entire nuke? All of that is possible. Ooh. Well, okay, this is super rare. Healthium. It literally just heals you. But like any way of healing yourself is really rare in this game. That's how it is for some reason. But this guy's immune. Why are you immune? Oh, he wasn't going to do that. Okay, you can see the potential there. This enemy actually has an incredible amount of damage resistance to a lot of things, mainly projectiles. They're actually just straight up immune to projectiles. Not every spell counts as a projectile. Like a saw blade would deal like cutting damage or whatever it's called, instead of a projectile damage. Healthium. Oh, actually, there's fungus right here. I could fungal shift something into healthium, or healthium into something else. Fungus shifting is risky though, because it can totally mess with some stuff. But also I kind of want to do it. Smoke. Did smoke turn into healthium? Because it said transformed, didn't it? And there's some healthium. Oh yeah, that worked. That actually worked. That was a very good outcome. See all the healthium everywhere? Oh, that's wonderful. So if I hold up, does it? There we go. See, if I did, oh, that just did 300 damage to me. If I didn't have this healing wand, which is very nice by the way, this is like a lot of health. Oh, that I did that. Anyway, let's continue normal path. I think I'm really far to the... Yeah, here's the Holy Mountain. Wow, 2 healing spells right next to each other. This is mildly terrifying. I'm actually a lot worse at dealing with this guy, because it's the initial projectile that deals damage and not the plasma. Actually, I could just get really close to him, can I? He does a lot of knockback. There we go. Just the one shot. Not a problem. Ooh, explosion immunity. Or is this? Secret ones everywhere. And I get both. And I get this one too. Although, that's a little bit too chaotic. Okay, I got what I was coming for. What I came here for. I think I might change this wand. It's a little bit too volatile, and piercing shot is like super dangerous. Although putting it on, I mean, it would lead me to cover myself in plasma cutters. So I think I will stay away from that. No piercing shots, just put the damage, whoops, put the damage like here. And then this is still useful. I might want this. So, okay, there's a bit of a problem that I'm facing. The final boss of the game gets stronger as you collect orbs. And the main thing that I'm trying to do right now is collect orbs. That's my main objectives. My main objective at the end of all this. And so by the end of it, the boss may have like 1 trillion health. And I'm not currently dealing 1 trillion damage. Thank you, game. I'm dealing a lot of damage, but like maybe a few thousand. Not even close to be able to like kill the boss. I do have gold to power, so I can convert this 200,000 gold into a decent amount of damage. That would help a lot. See, this thing is literally creating something that heals me. Isn't that wonderful? Completely unnecessary. Pretty neat. Oops. It's not teleports into the enemies. Sorry about the lag. This game is just laggy for my computer. Especially when there's so much stuff going on. I am getting healed occasionally. Look at all this. I think I might be destroying it with my own perk. What? Oh, shoot. I messed up. I messed up. This is the main world again. I don't know why there's so much gold here. What was happening? Oh, I was gone. All the helium or the healthium everywhere. Helium is actually a thing. It's the gas form of healthium, which I think is funny. Like helium, gas, but it heals you. Okay. I don't know how to feel about this. There's a boss over here. Right? There's a boss over here. They are a supremely dangerous boss. If you're wondering with how I could possibly die with this much health, this boss is one of the ways. Yes. I do have Plasma Cutter, and Plasma Cutter is one of the most powerful ways to deal with this boss, as I've heard. Okay, yeah, this can sit here and doesn't really do anything. Maybe I should put the increased lifetime. Maybe that would, because then the plasma will, stick around a lot longer. Actually, I can literally produce helium by, cutting into things. That's really funny. Because it literally just produces steam, and that gets, transformed into healthium. I think I will try to defeat this boss. I mean, I'm gonna need to do it eventually. And I do have ambrosia. Here's some information. Oh, I just put some of it back in the flask. I thought it was like disappearing. Okay. If I stay in here, I think I'll be safe. If something crazy happens. Crazy indeed. He's still alive. Or not, actually. No health bar. Oh, they're here. I don't know what they're doing, just hanging out. I think they can't hit me through walls. Oh man, now I don't like this. Oh, you're down there. Okay, they took a decent amount of damage. Which is a lot less damage than you think. Considering what this wand is capable of. But that's a lot better. I suddenly don't feel very safe in here. Okay, they're dead. Aiming arc. Okay, usually they drop better wands than this. I don't know why these are kind of disappointing. I guess this one is okay. It has multicast though. I really don't like multicast. That actually didn't really get me anything. Other than the... I mean, these spells... I guess they're interesting. Yeah, I don't think I want these. Okay. I don't know why I did that. Did I literally just... I literally... Since I produce Healthium from being on fire, you heal yourself from being on fire. That's really funny. But also other enemies would heal themselves too. That is so interesting. Oh. See, what's happening here is that there's lots of, like, all the fires and everything. There's lots of steam. The steam piles up at the top of rooms, but then I leave the area and it stays unloaded. When I come here and I load in the area, all the steam suddenly gets turned into Healthium. And suddenly I have suddenly a lot of it just like falls out of the sky. That's interesting. What am I doing now? What is there to do now? There's a few things to do actually. There's a boss in this one part of the world that's kind of weird. There's another boss, I think, above that area. There's another boss very far away. Do I want to kill all these bosses? I guess so. I might as well. I think Plasma Cutter can do it. Plasma Cutter is like the anti-boss weapon. I don't know why it wasn't very effective against that that guy. So let's change some things around. Maybe Venomous Curse would have made a difference there, actually. Or I could have just, like, put this in for a second. I could actually continue to the parallel worlds. I did not pick up the perks from that final Holy Mountain. Actually, I want to do that. I feel like it's kind of annoying that I just kind of left. This is also something that I need to do. A little bit more traveling. Higher up than this. I could have converted something like water into Healthium, and that entire lake would be completely converted. It's still falling out of the sky. That is so funny. How much of an impact that has had on the world. I believe that is the same boss that I just fought. It spawns in this area. Maybe, like, if on the left side of the world, it spawns that guy. I believe his name is the Wand Connoisseur. Which is funny. But also, on the right side of the world, it's the Alchemist instead. I don't know if that's how it works, but kind of what I'm getting. I only ever see the Alchemist over here. Anyway, we're gonna... Oh, summon TNT or something. We're just gonna speedrun this. Since I already got all the stuff from these holy mountains. We're just gonna dig down, like, right here. Yeah, still managed to hit me. Why is this game doing this to me? I just got sent back to the original world, so time to go all the way back there. What's the chest? Oh, health upgrade. Thank you. I really needed that. Oh, goodness. Here's the boss we just killed. We can go up this way. Fine. We'll do that all over again. I'll just be more careful. I think that there's a modifier I could get that would let me travel significantly faster. Maybe, possibly. I don't know. I don't think it would work. I think actually I understand something now. That specifically teleport bolts maybe don't take any effects that modifies projectile speed. Because if that was possible, you could increase projectile speed a ton and then teleport across the entire map instantly. Right? You could potentially do that. Which is why wands that are specifically designed to travel long distances, they always require that it like spawns in an enemy that you then swap places with. There's a spell that does that, or a spell that like hits you and swaps places with you once it gets to its destination, which are kind of complicated. But like it would be a lot easier to just use a teleport bolt, right? Just say like send a teleport bolt really far away, really fast. And then, you just be where you want to be, you know. Yo, chaotic bomber. Let's avoid the portals this time. Should be like right here. So it was the past the vault, right? Basically at the very end. So by the way, that thing that I did earlier, that was fungal shifting, converting all the smoke into Alcium. It's healing the enemies too. That was oh shoot. That's fungal shifting, and it's based on your seed. So on this seed, it will always convert smoke into the item that you're holding. That will always happen. So depending on the item that I decide to hold, I could have converted any or smoke into anything else, which could have been something that's flammable, and I literally just spread infinite fires across the entire world if I wanted to. If I were to replay this seed, I could do that. Random always cast, it's risky. All these are risky. I guess contact damage is like, it kind of helps, but it doesn't really do anything. No, I won't take any of these. I could reroll, but it's super expensive now. Raising Gaze is actually a very powerful spell. But I don't think I will be taking any of these. And I believe this is the last Holy Mountain, so goodbye. I'm actually just gonna have to go all the way back up. I already have the path. See, I'm just so nice. I decided that I wanted to heal everyone today. Even though I'm also still just killing them. As normal. And what you could do instead, focus shifts don't always just convert. I mean, you can convert something into something else. If I was holding a... Or no, if the focus shift was something else, like if it converted the thing that I was holding into smoke, then I could convert to something very dangerous, like an ominous liquid. Or polymorphine, which is probably the best thing to use it on. Although it's super risky because you may convert... It's all random, right? You might convert polymorphine into something else where it would no longer be dangerous. Or you might convert something else into polymorphine, and now you have a huge problem, right? So you can see how that can be a bit risky. I kind of want to fight the alchemist again to look for some spells that I want, but I never was able to find. This is Berserker, and that's not dangerous at all. Pretty sure that there could be polymorphine in this area, so I'm just be careful. And some of these wizards are very dangerous too. Spooky. Oh, that did a lot of damage. It's weird how good this spell is against every other enemy, but bosses it's like so much less effective. I don't know if it's like damage resistances or if it's some other stats or like homing not working correctly. There we go. So this M is what I'm looking for. I believe I have everything else except for M, which is it copies every modifier, which maybe you can tell that would be incredibly powerful. This would create a bunch of oil everywhere. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'm like I don't have enough I don't have enough place to store these. I guess I'm using this very rarely. But this is incredibly powerful because basically all the modifiers, all these like extra critical and stuff, this will copy it, and then I can use divide by to copy this. So I mean I think that's how it works. If it's not, then that makes sense because that sounds incredibly powerful. But you know, Noita tends to let you do incredibly powerful things. It lets you be overpowered. So how would I use this? I guess Venomous Curse is like, who cares, you know? Well, look, so you can already see how wide the plasma beam is because of the enhancer. I might not actually want that. Let the beam be a little more... Actually, does it increase the size or the length? It does. That is a very long beam. But think about it, if the width is being enhanced that much, how much is the critical chance, the damage, and the, you know, all of this? So this is a lot stronger now. Also the recoil and the mana cost. I mean, the mana cost of this is very high, so that makes sense. Maybe I would get rid of this to also reduce mana cost, because it's another 100 something damage. Once again, running out of places to put this. I guess Bloodlust, because Plasma can already hurt me. Actually, this might get to the point where if this does enough damage to hurt myself, that would be like very worrying. Although critical strikes do not apply to you, which is great because that's most of the damage here. This might be multiplying it by like 2 or 3 times, or no, 5. It starts at 5, right? A critical hit is 5 times damage. So all of that damage is basically doing nothing. What I really need is more of these and a water spell, or a critical on oil enemies. So I think this is good. I could put something else here. Like increase. Okay, look at this. If I increase the lifetime, just look at how long this is just sitting here. Yep, still going. And there it goes. Like this is a ridiculous combo. And I'm definitely not using it because I'd rather have more controlled damage. The recoil too, goodness. One of these modifiers increases recoil. Maybe it's a Bloodlust. Or maybe it's just all of it combined together. Heavy shot. Yeah, I think that heavy shot makes a big difference. But if this is increasing damage by like 100, let's say this is 100. This should be like another 400. So it's still like this normally deals like 20 damage, and even when it was just doing 20 damage, it was already very strong. Sure, it should deal maybe like 10 times the damage that it was before, or like 5 times the damage. So something around there. Actually, no. Like 40 times the damage. I'm being very wide estimate, but yeah, it's a significant increase. Really? That one little lip at the end. Anyway, let's grab one more set of perks. Oh, hello. That was a boss that could potentially kill me instantly. At least I think that's the case. And then I'll return to the main world and finish a few things that I have that I'm planning to do. Maybe the game is breaking a little bit. Sorry, Noita. My gosh, the recoil might actually be a bit excessive. That's straight up just polymorphing. What I could do, I just did that do 10,000 damage? That did 15 damage. That did 10,000 damage. I'm suddenly concerned for my own health. If I can do 10,000 damage on an enemy, although it is very much possible that the critical strike is carrying most of that. If the critical damage is like, I don't know, like a 15 times multiplier, just saying a random number out loud, but that means it will do a lot less than 10,000 at least. So that wouldn't be an insta-kill, but whoops, I immediately collapsed the man. I don't want any of these perks anyway. Oh, what was that? Yeah, don't really want any of these either. more of those. Sorry. Poor fish. I think he actually killed the fish. Oh, 16k. Or was it always at 16k? I know the gods are very angry. This is extra damage. Like I need that. The crazy thing is that I could put this modifier on to multiply it several orders of magnitude. Like think about, okay, I forget how much damage gold power adds. But let's just assume, okay, so I have roughly 20,000. Yeah. 5% of that is 10,000. Let's say I did 10,000 extra damage, okay? Think about that. These modifiers, okay, Plasma Cutter does a base 20 damage. These modifiers add 10 damage, 10 damage, 44 damage, and 33 damage. So imagine adding 10,000 damage, and then multiplying that several times with this, and then the crits. Yeah. And the funny thing is that this is a divide by 4. There's a spell called divide by 10 that does exactly what you think it would. And that's the spell that I want to unlock. Double sparkle trigger. Don't think I want that. Chainsaw, I already have that. I don't think I want any of these perks. The shield is so big that it's kind of hard to get the homing to lock on. Yeah, I think I'm probably fine without any of these. So one over here. That's kind of terrifying. A very fast projectile that does like 10,000 damage. That could potentially just home in towards me at any moment. I wonder how much of a difference the crits are making. Maybe I'll actually take off all the crit modifiers. I could just do that really easily. You know, yeah, actually, I'll do that. I'll do that. I don't think that's doing anything but crit, 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 and crit. That's all gone. 200. Okay, 500 damage. Dude, that did 2,000. That was a natural crit. Okay, that's significantly less scary. Although it will do that damage every single tick. And think about how strong this would be if it was a material crit instead. Because this is basically plus 100%. This is just plus 15%. So imagine multiple plus 100% that are all copied. Like, that is how you take this even further. Although I may... Oh, I should remove that. I may want to remove the Bloodlust and Heavy Shots. I think those are contributing a lot to the recoil. And I just don't need the damage. Don't go through the portal. I think I might have drifted a bit too far. What is this? Oh, delayed spellcast. Would I want that, actually? I might actually want that. If this works with Square Barrier, the way that I could set it up is so that with spells to power, it would cast Square Barrier and then the projectile, which would be delayed so that I could build up Square Barriers and then they would fire off. I don't know if it would work like that. But let me look into how those work. Okay, well, obviously I have no idea how these work. um, they did not involve that. So I'm just gonna say it's probably unnecessary. Oh, the eye. Alright, it's gonna remove the damage modifiers. I don't know where to put them though. I'd rather not my other spells. I'd rather my other spells not deal damage to myself. If I put damage on... No, this can't hurt me. Okay. Maybe that feels a little bit more reasonable. It still does about 6,000 damage, so it actually doesn't make much of a difference at all, but... Chainsaw, I already have plenty of chainsaws. That's polymorphine, I'll stay... I mean, chaotic polymorphine is not nearly as dangerous, but it is still dangerous. Because it basically can polymorph you into anything, which does include like very weak enemies that would die very quickly to anything. Black hole with timer. Would I want one with timer over other stuff? I just have a normal black hole now. Would a timer be any better? Okay, greed? That's great. I'll take more greed. That is just so fun. That one, like, homing plasma cutter just kind of going through everything. Oh, poor Noita. I don't have enough frames for all this. Oh, Giga Black Hole. I don't even think I've seen this spell, naturally. But that guy's super dangerous. Actually, that's a great question. That's a great question. How do I deal with those guys? Because they swap positions with you, which means if I shoot the plasma at them... Looking for... Ooh, that too. And that too. Hold up. 3 of these spells are like S tier. Not really, but sort of. Like these perks right there. Slime Bud, I don't want that. Don't want that. I guess Piece of the Gods, like, it prevents these guys from flying in, but it's just free gold, so I see no reason to try to get rid of them. And also, see how the beam didn't actually do any damage there? It's like the little core that does anything at all. I guess I want to take all of these, right? Am I using Myriads? I think this is useful. So basically just casts everything. So you basically just like put all the spells that you want and you just put this at the beginning and it just works. Um, why not take great water? Because I have no space for the spells. Okay, well, I don't need this anymore. What I can do is put this... Actually, how does this work? How do you integrate these? I actually don't have any experience with this. But is this going to create like a ton of water? Or does it give the projectile the property of water? Is it a modifier? Is it a spell on its own? If I put all of these here, okay, let's have a fresh one. If I just try to cast water, it casts water, a very tiny amount. If I put that on a spell, do I have a spell? I have a bouncy burst. So it fires them separately. Up here. But if I put... Do I need a multicast for this to work? I also want all of these. I don't have enough slots for this, unfortunately. One of my biggest problems that I have with this game so far is that I just can't hold all the items that I want to. Divide by, of course, is very useful. I could potentially do this. I think this works. I think you can like put these together and it multiplies even more. You can see how much recoil. Oh yeah. So let me do some science. Can I cast this without causing problems? Okay. If I try to shoot this, it does not do a crit. If I then put this on it, crit, crit. So this always crits now because it is part of the multicast. If I then, but it's not a modifier, is it? You actually need to die. Let's do more science. I know I'm saying that a lot, but I'm a fan of science. Okay, so let's put all of the crits on this. Mu, divide by, and divide by. I know I just kind of mutilated my own spell, but this is very easy to put together. It's basically just a bunch of modifiers on a plasma cutter after a spark bullet trigger. So this should just do a ton of damage, basically, just inherently. Okay, not to that thing. Oh wait, does it not have enough mana to cast everything? Also, I've ruined my own spell. That actually does damage. Okay, these also reduce damage, so that might be why it's not doing anything. And the mana cost might just be too high, because this is 70, 50, 120 for only 500 max mana. That should still be able to cast, yeah. Okay, it works. I think it might just need a little bit of extra damage to get it off the ground. Okay, I need to like damage immediately. Okay, this still works. If I just put heavy shot like synergizes very well. Okay, instead of all these critical ups, what if we did heavy shots, rotate towards foes, exerting shot? Okay, it no longer works. I think that this is a problem where if the projectile speed is too low, it no longer... You can shoot the projectile at all. Oh, okay. Still no damage? It looks like it does a lot of damage, doesn't it? And also, why does this... Oh, it might just be shooting multiple projectiles. What if I put this all on this? Divide my spells. You are wonderfully complicated. Okay, let's get rid of you. Okay, that's better. That's also better. Yeah, I don't really see how I can use this further because it seems like something just does not really want to work. If I put this on a damage up, it actually seemed like it did a lot worse. Or maybe because the crit just isn't working. Okay, so that's absolutely working. If I want a few thousand damage, but it just can't keep stacking up to a crazy amount due to my lack of understanding. So let's slow down a little bit. If I... Oh, maybe it's multiplying the damage down. See, if I do this, maybe it's copying this like 4 times, and so it's minus like 40 damage, which is undoing the extra damage from heavy shot. Maybe that's why. Because if this is like multiplicative. But okay, let's remake this wand. But I just need to make sure that that water is part of the multicast, and it will work. Yeah. And what other modifiers did I have on this? I had... I mean, actually, was this it? The double cast is for the spell wrapping, but that should be more. It should be quadruple. If I had a quadruple cast, or a triple cast, that would be better. Okay, the way Noita works, the more your crit chance goes above 100%, the higher the crit damage. So the like below 100%, it just changes the percentage chance of you getting a crit. So 50% chance means half the time you get a crit, right? 100% chance means that you always get a crit, and then 150% chance means you always get a crit, but it also does like 50% more damage, something like that. I don't know what the math on exactly, but going over 100% is worthwhile. That would be a scary amount of damage. Okay, so now it just fires the spark bolt on its own, which I don't want. I think because it's... Oh, is the I think it might have been casting the water on. Okay, let's put these away. Is this alone enough to make the critical work? That's what I want to test now. Looks like it. Oh shoot, I can't cast those. Thank you. I can kick them really hard. But yeah, that looks like it's working. I don't know if this is doing what I want it to do. This is why people get a mod that lets you test out spells in a safe environment. Just learn how this stuff works. Doing it in the Temple of the Art is maybe not the best option. Okay, this... I fixed the spell, so it no longer is weird. That is so much gold. I did pick up Greed, although I think Greed just multiplies the value of each individual nugget. It doesn't, like, make more of them spawn. That's what Trick Greed does. Did I get Trick? I did get Trick Greed. I don't think this counts as a Trick Kill, though. What if I... Okay. Sorry, more testing, more testing. This is actually one of the most fascinating parts of the game. So, what if I then put another divide by on it? It seems to deal less damage, like 4,000 damage instead of like 6,000 damage. I can't really though. Well, it should be doing multiple ticks of damage. It should be insta-killing everything anyway. What if I then put these damage modifiers back on? That's at 14,000 damage. Is that because of this or because of that? Okay, it's also still rapid fire, by the way. if I keep the mana cost low. I'm gonna have enemies to test this. Maybe I'll start messing around with the divide by. I obviously don't understand how this works. I just need this like combination. This works very well. And I also have the spells that I might need for a very powerful bouncing burst build. I just feel like I had more spells. Did I forget anything? I don't know, maybe I did. That's heavy shot. Heavy shot is doing that. Or is it null shot? Okay, so you can decrease the speed actually. You can also increase the lifetime. Why is it like alternating? I guess because it's like this is drawing, this is drawing, this is drawing. Okay. Yeah, these do reduce damage. The base damage is pretty low, like only 20. So, but you think that if it's also if it's copying a bunch of damage pluses, you think that would kind of make up for it? If I use this would be significant, but I don't want to lose 5% of my current gold at the moment. So this is like if I want to kill a boss, I would put this on for like a single shot. The thing is, I don't even know if I want. I mean, if I wanted to dramatically increase the duration of Black Hole, this is useful. But I actually would rather this be a shorter duration, because then it'd be more controllable. I guess I can just do that, right? I think that heavy shot. Well, actually, Cosmic Cutter already doesn't move, so I think that doesn't really affect it. It's just extra damage, which I am a little scared of, because the critical effects don't affect the player. So if Critical Strike increases the damage by like 20 times or whatever it is, I'll take 20 times less damage from this, because it can't hurt myself. Like this beam hurts myself, but also the core of it does, which is like the most dangerous part. I guess this doesn't affect I can store that there. Remember, if I put this here, it like makes the beam huge. If you wanted to see how many times it's being multiplied, because it is normally not that strong. I just really want to hold on to. I guess Accelerating Shot shouldn't modify. Is messing with the wand. I think that Cosmic Cutter already has piercing. That little thing. Because I can already see it like hit multiple enemies at once. It just does that. Piercing would be good on Bouncing Burst, but it'd also probably insta-kill me. Okay, I think we're done here. There's no perk. There's no holy mountain past this point. Oh my gosh, how many guys are up there? I think I'm good on damage. No, piercing makes the spell hurt you, regardless. I think I leave. I mean, do I need more perks? Do I really need to be stronger? Did that spell just disappear? Have I loaded in too much for the game to handle? Okay, well there's a few more things that I want to do before I go to New Game Plus. And they require that I know where to go, which I don't, so I'm going to look at the map. Because the map is randomly generated, but it roughly follows the same pattern every time. Like, the biomes are in the same place, it's just that the structure of the biomes is different. So where I want to go to now is directly right of the jungle. So let's head up there. This is where I fought the dragon, so this is actually exactly where I want to be. Let's go in this direction. Oh, this is like a teleporting room. It lets you teleport to a bunch of places, but if you get here in the way that you're not supposed to, aka digging through walls, then it closes the portals. Oh, Healthium bombs. That's funny. Focus shifting is very funny. Welcome to Meat Realm. I did want a triple spell. I think this works better. He runs out of mana so fast. This stuff, I believe, hurts a lot. That used to be a worm. Yeah, I fungal shifted smoke into Healthium. Very lucky. The only fungal shift I've done, actually ever, in this game. So I've only played this game for like not long. Can I kill you? No? That's annoying. Ooh, spells the power. Alright. I can now make horribly terrifying wands of mass destruction. Where are you, dude? Just resurrect. I need to remove a spell though. Double spell. I can't heal though. That is a property of the Meat Realm. You cannot heal until you've defeated a boss, and that boss is what I'm looking for right now. Oh, they might be down. I should probably go down. Oh, health bar. Probably in here. Oh, right there. Are you invincible? Oh. The health bar was not moving, but it just took a while. So there we go. I can heal myself now. By the way, these other projectiles, I believe they're chainsaws. I'm just holding these here for storage. Or maybe it's a long distance cast. I don't know. I don't want this. This would let me go to another place to get some potentially very good wands. For now, I think I'm going to... Where do I want to go? I might be referencing the map a whole lot. I think I roughly want to go diagonally down from here. I'm going to be referencing the map a lot now. A lot more from now on. Because there's just a lot of places that I need to go to that I have not memorized the location of. Oh, Chris Rock? Okay. And now I want to go this direction. Where the repulsion field always pushes, like, upwards. Oh, hello. They were very immune to my attack. That's slightly frightening. Infinite damage. I think that may be Venomous Curse. I might actually want to add Venomous Curse to this. I think that might get around some damage resistances. I mean, to cutting, yeah, that makes sense. Doesn't matter if you're doing 10,000 damage. If they're immune, they're immune. I'm surprised at how common smoke is. Like, Healthium has been absolutely everywhere. I think I want to go straight right. Just go in this direction. Here's the sand room. Alright, here's the power plants. This is like one of the, like... Yeah, they do die eventually. One of the more obscure locations in the game. It's like a whole biome, but it's also like way in the corner of the world. That is actually, a lot of this game. A lot of weird, obscure locations. Yeah, I want to get the map. Why not, you know? And this also brings me closer to, the Tiny. If that's even their real name. They have like 10 different names, right? The Big Worm. Oh, we're here. So I think that even if this projectile did no damage at all, Venomous Curse would be enough to kill most things. Because Venomous Curse stacks up very quickly. It's like surprisingly effective. Do you really need all this sand? Yep, that was Venomous Curse that killed them. You see, they're blocking all the damage, but then the tick eventually kind of stacked up, did like 500 damage. Well, you're dead now. I don't know where all this water is coming from. Where do I want to go now? I believe just straight down. Oh man, there's that other boss. Okay, there's another boss down here called the Master of Masters. What if anyone is watching who doesn't know anything about Noita? That's very, very confusing. Like, I'm just kind of going around the world. Doing this random stuff. But the Master of Masters is maybe one of the scarier bosses in the game. They can also instantly kill you. I think they can instantly kill you, right? They can also inflict a lot of random status effects. Oh, these wizards. They do drop some very, very powerful spells. The problem is I don't know how to use them. It's like it's like kind of like the divide by spells. Like I know that they're very powerful, but I do not know the best use cases for them. Although if I want to like look up some very powerful wand, blood magic? I don't even know what blood magic does. Yeah, the add trigger. I've heard some people say that it's like the most powerful. Oh, something happened here. I think I know what happened here. It's like one of the best spells in the whole game. The problem is I don't know how to use it. I tried to put it into one of the wands that I made, and it just did not work as I wanted it to. So I don't know. But if I wanted to make some like, because I want to, my final goal here is to get the 33 orb ending. But, like, the whole game is pretty easy once you get to this point. Once you get strong enough. Every enemy and boss is pretty easy to take care of, but the final boss keeps getting stronger based on your orbs. And eventually they just have so much health that it's very hard to find a way to kill them. I actually don't want you to be alive this time. I wish there's a way to get rid of these stupid eyes. Does Venomous Curse work on them? It just doesn't seem like anything works, but I'm very good at avoiding damage. Oh, I also hope that I can deal damage to the worm. That is a lot of modifiers. I can't even see all the spells. Hold up. Let's drop this on the floor. Or bouncing burst. Oh, critical on oiled enemies. This is a weird problem where I could go with oil or water. It just depends on which one of these I get next. You know, if I got another critical on wet enemies, then of course I could keep using this. But if I got another critical on oiled enemies, then it's like, oh shoot, do I want to go find the oil spell that I have somewhere in the world and use that instead? I think I'll stick with water. Or reduce lifetime. Oh, hello worm. Is that how many durable walls? Gunpowder arc, House of Beam Thrower. That's the Fireball Thrower. Reduced lifetime is useful. Breaking Curse melee, don't care. If it was like projectile weakening curse, then I guess that would be useful. Do I want a reduced lifetime though? I mean, you can use this for infinite spells, or infinite like duration spells. I actually can't really think of a use for it that I want. I teleported back and then the knockback. I just kept going, you know. Did they get revived and then drop another health upgrade? Could they have dropped a health upgrade the first time that they died? I'm wondering. Thank you for all the healthium. I keep wanting to call it helium. Okay, so the worm should be this way. Hopefully I don't, actually I have melee immunity, so I should just be chill, right? Oh, hello. Venomous Curse actually just did all the damage there. For one that hits so often, Venomous Curse, like, is very powerful. Even though the, like, damage that it does is also very good. Even without the damage, you know, it's still effective. Oh, summon. Ooh, I've never had this spell before. Shoot. Once again, where do I put these spells that I have? How about I cast an extra copy? Actually, no. How about I? Shoot, I don't know what to get rid of. I want all of these spells. Although these are more situational. I guess I could always just go kill the alchemist if I want more. I guess null shot. I'm not really using this, and I have increased duration. look. You know. Do you want nukes? We got nukes. I don't think I have explosion immunity. I don't. Are the stats good? I guess it's like better than this one. A lot more max. The mana is the main thing that's appealing about this, and the capacity, but all the wands are already pretty good capacity. My teleport wand has the worst mana charge speed. The recharge speed does matter here. I guess I got the chainsaw on it. Like, if fire rate is a problem, just chainsaw, you know? This one is actually very similar, but I think the low capacity is kind of a problem there. Let's replace the teleport one. Which means I'm sorry. I would love to summon a trillion nukes. Actually, I would not. This is a terrifying one, by the way. If I just fired that on its own. No, not this one. It still absolutely works. And we can actually here, double cast. Put a chainsaw on that. Okay, I actually hurt myself. I'm hitting myself with my own teleport bolts. Yeah, Bloodlust makes that annoying. The whole reason I have Bloodlust on there is in case I want to use it. I guess actually, when would I want to use Bloodlust? Because this gives me enough damage if I really need it. I guess our Plasma Cutter, right? But this already does so much damage. I don't think I'll be using this against Holme. I don't know. I guess this doesn't need to fire so fast. Like, sure, like that's totally fine. Okay. Anything else that I might want to complete while I'm down here? I could go to hell. like actually, like to the location. I think I'm mostly done here. Like, okay. Well, there is one thing. I think the last thing that I want to do before I enter New Game Plus is to unlock the Divide by 10 spell. Oh, hello. I was looking for you. There we go. That's better. Teleporting. I was so disappointed that I didn't get that from the pyramid boss. What are these? Accelerative homing, rotate towards foes. I already have those. Like, the whole reason I did the pyramid boss was to get Nala, and I didn't get it. But if you want a really fast teleporting wand, you basically need this spell. Nala is also very good utility. It has like a bunch of very specific uses. That's polymorphine. Any Noita player that is familiar with endgame content, or this kind of like late game runs, you know, you learn to fear polymorphine. Another damage plus. I guess I might as well take it, you know. Where am I exactly? I'm roughly here, which means I want to go in this direction. I don't want any of these. This area has a lot of wands for some reason. Like if you want a bunch of like generic, somewhat low tier wands. Sometimes low tier spells are very strong. Like I believe Circle of Vigor is actually okay. We're here now. Actually, I just want to keep going up. Am I here? Okay. Here, okay, this is where I wanted to go. A little bit annoying that's covered in rocks. So I believe what I need to do is to activate the eternal wealth back at the tree at the mountain up here, and then jump into this, right? I think that's what you have to do. And then I can disable the Curse of Greed. Yes, that's pretty much it. Oh shoot, then don't you need to disable it? Or if you need to disable the Curse of Greed, you need to enter a new Holy Mountain, which I do not have access to, because I've been to all the Holy Mountains within a few parallel worlds too. The friend dude you can bring here, that's for another spell to unlock. I forget which one, but also, where am I in the world? Right below the pyramid, which I believe is the last orb that I want to get, actually. Let's get rid of Nola. That's very satisfying. Okay, so if I wanted to visit a new Holy Mountain, would I just need to like run like several parallel worlds away? Would that work? How many? I believe I traveled 2 parallel worlds in both directions. That should work. I hope it should work. And I guess if it doesn't work, I can just go into New Game Plus. I should, you know, let's grab the orb. And that might just reset the curse completely, or if not, I'll just go to another Holy Mountain. I'm a fan of the stainless or repelling cape or whatever it is. It means that poison only does like a few ticks of damage. So it does do like 300 damage with how much health I have. Or wait. No, the orb is down here. Yeah. Hello, orb, true knowledge. Extra health, how useful. Here's the benefit of Nulla. You move very fast. And am I? Yeah, I'm destroying the trees. And let's actually grab this. Was not using the flask anyway. Let's grab the salt. I'm glad that it stayed there. Did the music really need to pick up for that guy? Okay, I hope I'm doing this all correctly. I believe that the curse may be able to kill you instantly. But I should be able to move fast enough for it to not even get close to me at all. I'm hoping. Because I really need the divide by 10 spell. It's used in every single... When I'm looking up wands that I could use to defeat a very high orb Colney, I see a ton of divide by 10s. Everything that it might be necessary. Please get out of the way. Shoot. Okay, we're not relieving. Here's the cursed rock. And let's go. Let's travel a few parallel worlds away. Heavy shot is like the worst modifier to put on that. I guess I won't be using healing. And where's the path that I dug earlier? Here it is. Going on a journey. Also, I think my wand has a little bit of inaccuracy to it because I'm wobbling around a whole lot. I also like the sound effect when you're moving really fast like this. Like, such an unnecessary detail, but they added it anyway. Yeah, in case you use like a teleport wand that lets you move super fast, or could you do this with like Acceleratium and like really high, like the perk that gives you extra speed? We just need to travel across this entire world. What a weird game. To have all these features. That was where the tree was. The alchemist. And while I'm here, I might as well pick up the perks too, right? Get a few more upgrades, which are completely unnecessary. Oh, hey, dude. Oh, black hole deflection. I did reduce the duration of the black hole, mostly just so that it doesn't destroy so much terrain that I don't want it to. Health upgrade. Okay, curse is gone. I also did not pick up any gold. It does give you increased gold, but I didn't even want to risk. I don't know. I don't even know how much damage it can deal to me. I don't know what the danger is. All right, see ya. Thanks for stopping by. Permanent shield, another permanent shield. Sure. I don't think I've ever had 2 layers of the permanent shield. Or like Giga protected. Maybe the repulsion field would have been better. Bye. I don't think I want any of these. This is spirits. Iron Stomach could situationally be useful. That destroys the Holy Mountain. It doesn't even matter at this point. It's always fun. What's even more fun is that I'm going to get to New Game Plus and they're going to drop a lot more gold. Why does cast add mana? Well, it has horrible mana recharge rate, so that would barely help. Oh, what is this one? Nothing. If I really wanted to look for wands, I could just use Summon Tekasova. See, why is it always... I have a feeling that maybe this area is loading in too late. Oh, is that regular homing? Oh man. Do I actually want homing though? See, the problem is, oh, even more attract gold. Sure. I think that stacks. I think that perks that don't stack just don't show up more than once. The problem with short range homing is that often the plasma bolts never really travels that far. So maybe this would actually fix that, but also increase the chances of the plasma, I keep calling it plasma bolts, the plasma cutter might home in onto me unintentionally. That would be very dangerous. I kind of want to test it. Anyway. You know, I didn't think that it would not reroll that one. Okay, well, that was kind of a waste of a lot of money. I thought I would get them all back. More short range homing in case I wanted that. But you see, that like traveled from that far away. So if I put like higher duration on this, it would be very terrifying. Digging through steel to get to enemies. Look at this little monster. Oh, tree. Critical on wet enemies. Yeah, that's actually kind of strong, but not enough slots, of course. Hello, welcome to the stream. None of those are useful at all. Goodbye. Oh, no wand tinkering. I don't want any of these, fortunately. I really get stunned for that long. Lots of stuff here. Don't want any of it. Sorry about the lag. It's a funny spell. Stronger hearts. I have a feeling that did I leave behind a perk? I feel like I saw this and I didn't pick it up for some reason. Breathless is really nice because I still can't breathe underwater. Oh, this is actually not the right one. This is not the one I was thinking of. I'll pick up both of them. Thank you, Perk Lottery. Oh, the frames. I should probably restart the game somewhat soon. Yeah, the game is really saying, hey man, I don't think I can take this anymore. Yeah, none of these are good. Extra life, absolutely. And that is the final one. If I go from here, there's one more thing that I would think I want to do. And that's to go... Basically, okay, go down a little bit. Okay, see that? The way it honed backwards towards me, that's what's scary. I think I will stick to the short range. It's still just as effective, you know. That guy down there, he can kill me. If you think that, oh, I have a ton of health, I can't die to anything. Nope, absolutely not. You can always die, Noita. They made sure of it. So I think right from this is my reference point. I think I want to just go straight diagonally up like this. I am in this area. Just keep going. Strange lack of enemies. The black hole only gets moving quickly if it's I push it with the repulsion field. Okay. I think I want this one for the teleporting because I realized that with the chainsaw actually slows this down a lot, and without good enough stats, it cannot maintain the fast teleporting without the chainsaw. So I would need this for fast teleporting. I could use one of these other wands. Like I could pick up this one for storage. Hold on to 26 extra spells, right? And, you know, this is my healing wand, but I could very, very easily just put this, just put this and this on any other wand and it would heal me just as effectively. Like, I could put this on the teleport wand if I really wanted to. I wonder if it would work Nala, actually. Just, like, pop into Circle of Vigor for just a second and then bam, I would get all the health back. Now I'm wondering, would I want an extra wand? One for storage and then another wand of swiftness for the teleporting. I might actually want to do that. Although, it wouldn't really store that many more slots than this one already is. And I guess I'm mostly just using it to store chainsaws, which I'm not even really using. You only need a single chainsaw to make a wand super fast. And even if this wasn't fast, like this wand, it does not need to be rapid fire. Like, I'm using a single shot on most enemies anyway, right? I'm mostly just using it because it gives me double mana. I do really like this, by the way. These 3 wands. I'm a big fan of this being in the game. I think... I mean, might I want to keep that wand. This wand. It has good stats. So I could probably replace these two. You know, I think I will do that. So let's pick up this one. And by the way, that's very fun. Actually, I'll put the teleport on that. So if I remove the chainsaw, it should still be very fast. These do add cast delay, so I would have to move that. But now I can move this up. Take this back, because I want to remove this wand. Now... Oh, it actually does a lot of damage. Hold up. Yeah, it does like 900 damage because of the crit. Why does it crit? Actually, that's a great question. Let's head back. Actually, let's test my little theory. If I remove the handsaw. Yep. So I think it might be double speed now. I love that it also explodes when you run into something. Not that guy though. Be careful with this game. What do you mean by that? New area reached. I regained 60 health. Well, thank you. I really needed 60 health right now. Oh, this is like the curse of greed. Leaving a little trail through the world. Oh, hello. There's also some gold up here. Somewhere up here. Do I want to pick this up again? Like last time I did this, it took like 10 minutes. Could be here for a while. This actually looks smaller. Are the New Game Plus gold rooms smaller than the main one? Doesn't look like it. Or not New Game Plus, Parallel World. I guess I don't need this whole room. I had the opportunity, by the way, to fungal shift smoke into gold. I could have done that. Instead, instead it was smoke to... Or no, I actually do want to go to the pyramid. Smoke to Healthium. It's also unnecessary because I can just heal myself anyway. Hey, dude. Can I kill you easily? Ah, yes. I can. We have gotten to that point. Here, I don't really care about the stats of the wand. This is just gonna be storage, and this is the one with the most slots that I know of. Don't replace it yet. Let's just transfer all this random stuff over here. I think I'm gonna get rid of some chainsaws. I really don't need that many. And replace... Do I want to replace this one? Because this one also has a lot of slots. Although I'm not really using slots on these ones. Like they're pretty simple builds. I guess I could use... I could switch this build over to this one to have more slots and care less about the fire rate of this wand. Because if I just keep stacking on modifiers, it doesn't matter how much or how long it takes to shoot, what the fire rate is. If it like one-shots everything, then it doesn't matter. But no, I think I'll stick with this. Keep this down here. And so if I want to, actually, let's do a little bit of testing here too. Let's say for this wand, this can teleport me around a lot. Don't go in that portal. Actually, I could go in that portal. It wouldn't really matter. Yeah, let's do some science up here where it feels safe. So I can store more spells down here because of the increased capacity. Let's put like a quadruple cast, right? Quadruple cast, starting with the put Nala and add mana and add recharge, and it will cast a teleport bolt, as well as this. Oh, I would actually prefer to have modifiers on just this. Is there a way to do that? Because aren't modifiers shared within... Oh, I forgot I picked up this spell. That kind of scared me for a second. Like, this is very dangerous. This has a lot of potential. I could just, like, slap it on here. I don't know if that will do anything. It is minus 38 damage, which, like, this might not make up for. Anyway, I'll mess around with that later, but, actually, no, the point is that it has Nala, right? So these modifiers don't matter at all. So, right, as I'm teleporting around, even if I take a lot of damage, this should just be healing me, just by teleporting. And it doesn't leave behind a bunch, like if I didn't have Nala on this, not only would it not work, these circles would just be floating around everywhere. That's kind of just annoying. So thank you, Nala. And I think that's everything. I could also put long distance cast on this. I wonder if it would work. Oh, it's kind of weird. Oh, mana? I guess I can't keep up with the 120 mana cost. That makes sense. But as long as it keeps doing the teleporting. So this teleports very quickly. And if it has the mana, you can actually see the mana go up slowly here. If I had the mana, it will also summon this, which I believe that it doesn't even matter how long it lasts. As long as it touches me for just a little bit, it will give me the healing effect. So I think I'm good with that. This one just is a black hole. Also deals with lava. The speed up is... Well, the speed doesn't really matter because of the repulsion field, but yeah. Sorry about that, Mountain. I think that's fine for this. I don't really have any other modifiers to add to that. This one, can you use Greek letter spells on this? I can experiment with that. Not that it does so much damage. It's so excessive. I also should not try to cast this. That sounds a little bit spooky. So okay. Let's set the digging aside. I don't need the digging. at the moment. So, digging wand right there. Let's put this here. Okay, that gives me a wand. No longer works. What if I put this here? Add mana. Well, it's that easy. Free add mana. Yeah, I guess just do this, right? They're quite strong for some reason. They're very resistant to plasma. I would just have a bunch of wands if I want some spells. Some healing bolts there, some lightning. I don't really like the fact that it removes this perk removes dirt. It's a little bit destructive to the surface. Can I use divide by 10 to summon these things more? Ooh, extra recharge. Let's put this on this. And let's also just try this out. Does it not have enough mana? That's plenty of mana. It just doesn't work. I'm also glad that things don't shoot you. That would be terrifying. See, another add mana. They need to be on the floor for the plasma to home in on them. I guess I could replace it with long range homing. Make that a bit more consistent. Another add mana. These are very common. Sometimes for rapid fire wands, the mana is the main limiting factor. And you really appreciate the add manas that you can get. Let's just get rid of all this stuff here. Open up some space. I don't know why the divide by doesn't work. Oh, something weird happens if I run out of mana on that wand. That doesn't work. Does this work? No. See, what is that? What is it doing there? I don't quite understand what is happening. Part of that, they're incredibly resistant, but they also still die very quickly. Like, they're only taking 34 damage. Or maybe that's just the Venomous Curse. Actually, that would make sense. I don't quite know what I'm looking for anymore. That was actually just Castellate. I could use Chainsaw. Beat it up. Duck. Block of ducks. Don't think that works. I don't know why. Because this works. Just, or maybe some weird property of the divide by spell prevents that from happening. If I put Chainsaw on this, I could rapid fire. Oh, okay, never mind. It already works. It's like this thing didn't always run out of mana so quickly. What did I change about it? Ooh, I think I saw something there that I wanted. hard to pick out the right wand. This is just regular critical. Here we go. Poison Trail. I believe. Oh no! Find my old wand. There we go. Poison Trail, I believe, is incredibly effective against the final boss, regardless of how much health they have. I think there's another wand in here. This one. So like, apparently that like, regardless of the, ouch. Regardless of how much health they have, you might be able to oh, I played Venomous Curse on myself. That's why. Always cast Plasma Beam Enhancer. That's so useful. I mean, I don't even know what I'm looking for. More like add manas. I don't know if these things have the material crits. I would like a lot more of these. But this damages me now because I put Poison Trail on it. Or no. Let's do something else. Messed up something. Castaway? Oh, these add Castaway. Okay, so actually if I want to increase the mana of this, I would have to slow it down. That's unfortunate. Let's also get the digging wand back. So I guess if I want more spells, I can use this. What does this wand work? It does, mostly unaffected. I just hold on to all these add manas. Don't know if they'll be useful, but I guess I have them, so that's nice. I want to create a rapid fire wand. But I think we're ready. I think we're mostly done with random preparations. Random and unnecessary preparations. So this should enter New Game Plus. I think I'm ready. I have most of the spells that I need to create a very powerful wand. And I believe I can just get more. I should be able to visit Hell in New Game Plus, which should just have all those like random spells that I might want to get. Yes, that's true. Okay, I guess we're gonna go now. I guess if there's anything that I left behind in this world that I might want to pick up. I don't think so. Goodbye, tablet. Okay. Orb 1. There are several more. There is a strategy. You can create wands that teleport you to the next parallel world over, just instantly. Just bam. I'm in the next parallel world. In the same location too, so I would be on the mountain of the next parallel world over. If I wanted to. That would make this significantly faster because I believe that half or like 2/3 of the orbs that you're getting are from parallel worlds. So you would spend that much less time searching. But there's a reason I have these 2 potions. So in New Game Plus, the orbs are basically randomly scattered around the whole world. If I take these 2 things, combine them together, it creates this powder that points to the nearest orb. So there was an orb up there, right? So enemies are also stronger. But, I don't think I care about that, do I? They do drop more gold, though, which is, I think, the main way that I'm gonna get. But I'm gonna increase this money that I have. Although the plasma cutter does destroy a lot of gold, which kind of makes me want to replace it. I just realized. Like, how much gold am I losing from plasma cutter? How much have I lost throughout this entire run from destroying it? Everyone is healing so much. Oh, blood too. And goodbye. Extra perk. I could have picked this up way earlier, but I think the alternative was like, it's really good. It might have been tier with ones everywhere. Hey, I still hit that with the shorter teleport. Also, the map is shuffled around quite a bit. Chainsaw. Well, I don't need that. I think starting out, I will just go through the Holy Mountains, pick up the perks, get some gold, a lot of gold actually. Then we're just gonna go on a little scavenger hunt for a whole lot of orbs. There is one area, one part of the world that I have not yet explored. And it's the Wizard's Den. Mostly because there's one enemy that I'm very worried about. And I do not know how to deal with them. So that enemy is the Swapper Mage, or the Master of whatever. I don't know their name, but when you hit them, you swap places with them. And when my attack is a plasma cutter that just kind of sits on their location, you can see how that might be really dangerous. If did I disrupt the teleporting thing? I have the price of rerolls is still incredibly high. That's I don't think that's gonna change. I don't think I want any of these, unfortunately. This one, I do have Iron Stomach, so I can eat a lot. And this makes me do more damage. And the damage doesn't really matter, but that just kind of sounds annoying to deal with. I wonder, I just had the thought, what if I replace this with Bouncing Burst? How strong would this be? Still pretty strong. That's funny. I just have enough damage modifiers to just ignore. The benefit with Plasma is it has a different damage type. It pierces enemies naturally. And it does more damage, of course. But you can see how much like the crit helps. At least I'm not destroying the gold that they're dropping. That huge nugget. Maybe I should reset the game. I believe I can do this. So the game's been open for a while. Okay, wonderful start. Okay, well, it's not lagging. Maybe because of the stuff that's going on at the moment. I'll actually switch back to the plasma cutter. The piercing is super useful for these big groups of enemies. You just kind of carve through them all. It also carves through the gold, but you know, you might still need to do some. Also, why is the gold not being attracted to me? I have that perk, right? Did I lose it for some reason? Why would I lose that perk? Oh, see, it is working. Maybe they're all just stuck on each other. Or maybe they're getting destroyed. Maybe if they get destroyed by the plasma cutter, they no longer get attracted. You see, this is like a much more efficient way to get gold compared to the gold room. Oh, these guys are invincible. Why are you all invisible? There we go. And I don't even need to think about health at all. It's just teleporting heals me. I could use the recoil of the gun to, or the wand to move around faster. Yeah, it feels like a gun now. I mean, there are guns actually. Like these guys have guns. It's like not an unusual thing in Noita. Just that you use magic. Why no magic guns then? Where are they? Just a normal amount of gold. Yeah. This is my first time playing the game. Just, you know. Oh, that's not true. I don't know why. I think it's that guy down there, that like drone looking thing. That gives invincibility for some reason. Okay. No spells that are interesting. Oh, hey, dude. I was freaked about you. Extra item. Does that apply immediately? No. But that I guess that does help if I want to look for more things. Also, these enemies entering the jungle is about the time when enemies start dropping a lot of gold. So for New Game Plus, you get stuff like this. Hello. I want to go to the blue key there again. I don't know why that place is like my favorite location in the whole game. It just has like one of the few enemies that is strong enough to like take a decent amount of damage from most of your weapons. Because usually you just get so strong that you can't even like enemies just die so quickly you don't even know how strong you are unless it's the final boss. But sometimes the bots have like crazy resistances, so you can't even see how much, you can't do any damage at all. You either insta-kill stuff or you do nothing. It's like one or the other. This enemy is usually very strong. This is a mimic. They were staying. That guy is usually very tanky normally. Odd car. There's a perk that makes gold last forever. I think it must just make the game lag horribly because how much gold drops in these New Game Plus. Or if you have any trick read at all, like if you have a wand build that gets trick read, trick kills. Regular homie. But if you get trick kills and you have like multiple stacks of trick read, like think about how much gold you'll be dropping then. Actually, I've seen it. It's ridiculous. But especially if it never went away, like you would just fill the whole world with gold. I mean, that is kind of the point of the game. You do end up trying to do that at the end. What? Oh, it's just raining gold. Actually. What's happening up here? Yeah, I already have like 600,000. It's the wizard duel. Sorry for interrupting. Plasma beam. What was different? Why did I think about using this? I think because it wouldn't destroy the gold, right? I'll try it. Get rid of this one. We won't be able to dig through, oh, it can dig through soft materials, but not like rocks or steel. Like there's any steel here, but maybe I'll keep the gold, I mean the gold, yeah. Oh, but now it's like the gold is in the way. It actually struggles to home between enemies. Well, I'll see if I can get it to work. Oh my goodness. See, the thing is that if enemies do die, in a way unrelated to me, then it counts as a trick kill. Oh right, there is no Luchi layer over here, because New Game Plus, of course. Let's just go down then. New Game Plus kind of fuses some biomes together, so the jungle and the vault are combined, snowy depths and the Heathy base are combined. Oh, that guy was doing? Ow. See, now I actually don't know. Is this thing doing that much damage to me? Oh, goodness. Hey, dude. Oh, that's a fake poppy. Sounds are breaking. There's too much going on. I don't know why there's so many of these, like, frog things. Actually, you can't really call them frogs because there are actual frogs in the game, too. Let's just get out of here. Are you here? Curse screen? Goodbye. None of these game. I mean, I'm not looking at their stats, so maybe one of their stats are really good. gamble. That's risky. I have so much gold though, I could reroll. Hey, extra life. Item radar is pretty good too if you want to find like wands or hearts. But extra life, come on. I think I have 3 extra lives now. Yeah, I have 3 of them. That's nice to have for safety. I could pick up one of these too. Oh my goodness. But like, I don't want the screen to be too cluttered, that's the problem. I don't like these radars for that reason. I'll just leave it. It feels like such a waste to like leave perks behind. There's only a limited amount of them. I mean, not really. You can keep going to parallel worlds, of course. Okay, some enemies are actually taking a while to die. Do I have toxic immunity? I think I do. I mean, I could very, very easily make my wand significantly stronger. I do have it divide by 10. You know what? What does this do? That is spooky. Also, let's bring the plasma back. Okay, that did like 30k damage. Yeah, there we go. And I'm not even using Bloodlust. Wait, am I out of mana? No. No, all the gold that I definitely need. The recoil is absurd now, though. The absolute greed of risking your life for a lot of money that you already have. What is this? Levitadium? Actually kind of hard to control. You're moving up so quickly. Moving up in the world. Reminder that lava actually heals me. Because I get set on fire, and then the smoke, or the smoke from the fire generates healthium. So fire is actually healing. I believe the effect from healthium is based on a percentage of your max health. The fun thing about this wand is that it's actually doing so much damage. That's just at 80,000 damage. That is how much damage it does in a single hit. And I think it can hit maybe 60 times per second. I don't know if the piercing it works the same with Plasma Cutter. And the should I do a single test? We can do a single test, I think. Let's use Golden Power. Gods are afraid. Okay, I understand. I don't think I had that achievement. So that did 1 million damage in a single tick, which means it would do some 60 million DPS. Which is not even close to enough to defeat the final boss. I believe you can... The strategy for the final boss, if it had 1 trillion health, So I'm just gonna work off of that. Let's assume they have a trillion health. With Poison Trail, you can reduce their health to 5% of their maximum. So 100. Oh, 50 billion. Okay, so it would reduce their health down to 50 billion. So if I dealt at least like a billion DPS, I could kill them in a reasonable amount of time. So I'm still like a few orders of magnitude off of being able to defeat the final boss. But also like maybe I just need a handful of these, a handful more of these, some more divided by tens, and maybe that build could work. Also, some of those ones look crazy. There's also spells to power. I could absolutely use that with Rare Barrier. Although I don't know if you could use it directly with the trigger, because maybe the trigger would absorb it and not the plasma cutter. I'm not quite sure how that interaction works. Although maybe I could try to experiment with it a little bit. There's another spells to power here. Lots of spells. Don't think I actually want any of them. No. Stats might be good. Not really. They're like decent. Faster wands. I mean, these two ones are already incredibly fast, right? It's literally like the fastest one in the game, or maybe close to it. I don't know exactly, but sure. I mean, I could get another one. I could spend 400,000 to reroll. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much all that I want to do here. I do kind of want to experiment with the potential spells to power Plasma Cutter. I'm thinking that I have a Spark Bolt with trigger that has inside of it Square Barrier and Plasma Cutter, which the Plasma Cutter would then absorb. Although, I don't know if I could put spells to power on only a single spell. Could I put the spells to power on the Plasma Cutter but not the Square Barrier? Because the Square Barrier might just absorb, like, the Plasma Cutter. It might do the opposite, right? I could just cast the Plasma Cutter on its own without the trigger. I could do that, right? And Plasma Cutter would have enough speed or enough homing if I put homing on it. That would be able to go out and do damage, of course. It'd be a little bit closer to me, so that's risky. Like, if it homes in on an enemy behind me, it would just go straight through me. That'd be risky. Yeah, that's why I like using the trigger. I could use long distance cast, which I don't know if this would work. I mean, obviously I should experiment, right? But I don't really have good conditions to experiment in. I need to find like a big open space, put out some like wand space, and you know, that kind of is a pain to set up. So where do I want to go from here? There's a map of all of the orb locations I'm going to use because I do not know them and I don't want to wander around the entire massive map like several times. There's one directly below where I am. That would be pretty easy to find, I think. Just go straight down from here. I could go to the left. Yeah. Let's do that. So from here, go back down. I could just go down. Okay, I didn't expect the health yet. It's interesting the consequences of fungal shifting. Oh wow, that's a lot of gold. Okay, let's mix together some chemicals. Oh my gosh. I love that's the ridiculous amount of gold that produces. Maybe it's actually a bit annoying. It kind of takes up a lot of space. This direction. Thank you, guiding powder. That is why I had that. Because this map is too huge to explore manually. The ridiculous thing is that I could trick kill things for even more gold. Actually, trick killing gets really hard in the end game unless you have a wand that is built for it. Hello. This is probably the best way for me to get money if I wanted to. Like, if I really wanted to re-roll a few more times. There's also a glitch that lets you re-roll a whole lot. But I don't think I'll be using that because it takes a ton of effort. As if going to tons of parallel worlds to get perks isn't already a ton of effort that most players will not bother with. What are you doing here? You're such a weak enemy. Okay, going up a little bit. Here we are. Okay, we're roughly at the bottom of the world. I think I want to go up. Roughly in, like, this direction. Did the black hole kill things? Like, they definitely did not. Okay. Is this necessary? Is this ocean of gold necessary? I'm still gonna pick it up. The funny thing is that if I went to another level of New Game Plus, they would drop even more gold. Luckily, the like higher value gold nuggets, like those ones, like the ones that look like a idol or whatever, they are a lot smaller. So eventually, I think the size of the gold nuggets would go down, but at the moment, it's kind of crazy. Hey guys. Also, it's kind of weird to see the green Healthium in contrast to everything else being a deep red. So it's funny that these enemies are still fighting each other. You guys are all in hell. What are you doing? What a ridiculous game this is. Okay, let's see if we're anywhere near a, Oh, you have a lot of health. Let's see if we're anywhere near a orb room, or if it's just gonna point backwards. No. Thank you. So I don't know if I will stream the entirety of this process, because I think it's gonna get kind of tedious. If I just am... I'm basically just gonna be doing this for the rest of the run. Looking like, oh, an orb room is in this direction. Time to teleport and black hole my way over there. Basically ignoring all the enemies because I'm like ridiculously overpowered at this point. I mean, obviously I could have not been overpowered. This could have been like so much challenging, but then it'd take way too long, right? I want to go up. I think I'll do like one little loop around the world. I think that I do want to stream Noita again, but just maybe not not like super long runs, because I feel like they do get a little bit tedious at some point. That's probably working. Is that actually what it's called? Didn't have it wrong this entire time. Aren't these enemies resistant? So that can kill them. I think that's a venomous curse. Venomous Curse might actually be one of my favorite spells. It's like so fun to build around. Basically just hit an enemy as many times as possible. Like any game that has really interesting DOT effects, I'm a big fan of that. Those are two very dangerous enemies. The Swamper guys, actually really would rather not deal with those. Okay, here's the ocean. Or the lake, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's more of an ocean. It's like so deep. It goes through like the entire world. It's also lagging horribly. I'm sorry about that. I've had some experiences in my life with lag. Sometimes I would, Oh, see, I actually created a little dip for this. Oh, down. It must be actually on the other side of the water. Down. Huh? Did I just miss it? There's also a boss in here, maybe. I don't know if they're New Game Plus, but there might be a boss, and I'm kind of scared of them. They might actually be really dangerous. Because I've never fought them before. Okay, it's like literally straight to the side from here. Okay, I don't know why that was so difficult. And now I basically just go up. Before the water has time to do its physics thing. It does sound like a jet at some point. Straight down from here. I got it. Frozen vaults. This, I have not been here very often. I don't think I've even been here in the main world. I just never like had reason to go here. There's a boss, right? Another bloodlust. Do I want more bloodlusts? They're a better damage modifier than just damage up, right? And it doesn't really matter on Cosmic Cutter since it already hurts me. Just did 100,000 damage. I watched a video today about damage numbers. And it's basically like, I mean, it's a good video. It's like some games have really high damage numbers for no reason. Especially like some JRPGs. I'm just like obsessed with huge numbers. It's like, if the numbers are too big, they can kind of feel pointless. Like, these are just huge numbers. Like, I don't even understand what this means, you know? But in Noita, it's like, you work for the damage. Like, you have to spend a lot of time building, like, the perfect wand in order to actually get that much damage. And it feels like, oh, you actually are doing, like, 1 billion damage. Like, because you start the game dealing, like, 5 damage with your Spark Bolt. Like, it actually is, like, such a big improvement. The crazy thing is that if I had more of these, this would be like several times stronger. Even still. Oh, health upgrade. I really need those right now. Thank you. I could Funko Chip some more. Let's actually head back up here. Up. Actually, did I miss it? I didn't know it was the repulsion field that kind of deflected the guiding powder. That can happen. Oh, well, here we are. Okay, that's like most of the orbs on this side of the world. Don't mind me. That's unnecessary. Okay, I want to go back to the mountain. Oh, I just saw the tree load in. That's fine. I think I want to test one last thing before I go. A little bit of guiding powder is still there. I think I want to see if I can create a very powerful wand. Just with what I have here, because I think I have some ingredients that I haven't been able to use yet. That I might need to use. So I just want to look up something. Two bouncing bursts? I don't have two bouncing bursts. I guess I could just look for around in the mines. That's a pretty common spell. I did get rid of my digging wand. Long distance cast. Maybe I'm not just not gonna find any wands at all. If only I picked up that wand radar, huh? Maybe a holy mountain? I don't have actually I do have a way to get back. Actually, I don't think so. I'm gonna just stuck myself down here. I can get back. I mean, I have plasma cutter at the very least. Just a pile of gold. Don't worry about it. I guess, yeah, if I want to find wands, Uncle Caves or whatever it's called, has all the wands. Looking for a single spell. I wonder if Summon Tekasova would also work. I don't know if the Bouncing Burst is part of that pool. If I remove Spark Bolt, this becomes a very high recoil plasma cutter. Oh, it's still humming. I can absolutely dig with this though. Actually, there's a little bit of an initial velocity. I did not expect. Usually kind of just sits right in front of you. Also, without the Spark Bolt with trigger, all of the cast delay is applied. Okay, let me look a little bit further. Why do all the examples have multiple bouncing bursts? I don't see why that's exactly necessary. I only have one. I could try this a little bit. It's a terrifying amount of damage. That actually does like 100,000 damage. That's amazing. Okay, there's like basic spells in here. Surely Bouncing Burst is part of the pool. Why is there even a black hole there? Who knows? There was Nala. That's surprising to me. Mana. Actually, just to be sure that I'm not wasting my time, I'll check exactly what kind of spells this can give me. Is it not on the list? Really? Unless I just can't find it. Huh. Okay, it's actually too low of a tier. If I had a way to get like tier 1, tier 0, or tier 1 wands. Coal pits or mines, yeah, pretty much. Or fungal caverns, okay. Well, if I just search up, this was pointless. If I just search, hello? Move the cursor first. Let's just go explore the fungal caverns. That's what they're called. I forget always. So I guess I'll leave long distance casts since it's actually quite convenient. I'll just look for wands here. Imagine that guy shot a bouncy burst at me. Like, that's exactly what I'm looking for. The recoil on this weapon is kind of absurd though. It's a bit comical. I mean, you kind of know a weapon is strong if it sends you flying to the moon after you shoot it. It's almost a requirement. That's actually polymorphic, which you should stay away from. My recommendation, personally. You don't need to do it, of course, but you know, I kind of just recommend it. It's generally good practice. I'm literally just looking for a single spell. It's actually quite lucky that I already have all the other spells that I need, but actually not quite. If I had like several more divide by 10s, that'd be ideal, but I also don't think that's necessary. Like, all the divide by 10s are just there to multiply at crazy degrees. Although I don't know why you need 2 bouncing bursts. I guess I don't quite understand how the spell even functions at all, so I'm asking questions. What was that? Oh, it's cast extra damage. That'd actually be a very good early game wand. Spark bolts, okay. That's mainly what I'm looking for. Just those early game spells, spark bolts, or basic stuff. He's got a wand. Also, sorry if this is maybe a little bit chaotic. I know that sometimes, like Rain World in comparison is such a chill game. There can be chaotic scenarios, but usually it's not that bad. This game in comparison is just, it can get kind of crazy. Same with the Terraria, kind of felt like that. Especially with Calamity, like the end game stuff just kind of goes all over the place. Can't find what I'm looking for. I think I already searched these. I do know there was... Well, if I just kind of explore far enough, I'm probably going to find... Oh my gosh, this wand is very excessive. Oh, is this possible? Actually, it doesn't matter at all. Already got Nala. And I conditioned myself to like try to want to get the spell. Because last time I did get it from the boss, I was like, how am I going to get that spell that I want? I guess I'll just have to wait until New Game Plus or something to fight the boss again. But I just got it naturally. But I still kind of felt like I was looking for it. That is a place we still stay well. Very cool. Oh, spell refresher. Yep, don't need those. This is Blue Key Layer. Not Fungal Cavern. I guess I don't mind. I get to fight these guys. Let's just go like straight down. Oh wow, you're still standing. You really are strong. The water. That's sure have. Man. Not quite finding the biomes that I'm looking for. Do I really need 2 bouncing bursts? What happens if I don't? Okay, well I guess I'll go back up. Oh, extra max health. I think that might have been buried underground somewhere. Let's just try this without it, okay? So is this one good? It has a lot of max mana. I have enough slots. Actually, slots don't really matter. And I kind of just feel like getting rid of this. So the rough idea is basically multicast, so probably just use this. Multicast into a damage up, so let's use just regular damage plus for proof of concept. Bouncing burst. Chainsaw. I had chainsaws down here, let's use those. Double cast, do I have one? Yes, I do. Double cast, oh, but then here's the problem, it wants another bouncing burst. I guess actually there's no acceleration here. So any generic projectile should work. I don't have a generic projectile actually. If I picked up those like spark bolts. Or actually, I should have a projectile somewhere here. Anything will do. Actually, not that general. I want a very specific type of projectile. One that has no strange properties, basically just moves forward. Okay, we can go look for that. Spark bolt 1. I believe it was like here. That's chainsaw. Oh. Yeah, that's as far as I found stuff. Just disregard the environments wand. Oh shoot, I can't discard it that much. Okay. And then it was spells to power with the projectile at the end. The thing is that it used a lot of divide by spells, and I only have 3, and they're not divide by 10. I think maybe the important ones are on the damage plus and the like this. See, why is the spark bolt necessary? You're shooting multiple projectiles. Although this does follow the structure as described. I don't see any actually hold up. Am I getting this wrong? No, apparently this one does a lot of damage. I mean, obviously not this one, but like an upgraded version of this one. Maybe it would be better like this. I mean, I guess it works, but I feel like that's just because of the damage plus. It's not like super well. Okay, I want to... If I followed it like perfectly, I guess it would be very strong. Let's just make something. Okay. If I use square barrier. Yes. This does this. Okay, so then if I cast this, already does more damage. So this is like how much progress have I made? I am incredibly powerful. I have 3 million gold. I have this wand that does it does 100,000 damage in one shot, but I'm trying to make a stronger one. Which is this one, which does about 3,000 damage in one shot. I wonder if I put divide by 10 on this. See, that looks a lot more powerful. But then what if I then put like divide by 4 on this? Okay. And what happens if I put both of these in a double cast? Does it cancel the effect? Oh, it actually That kind of looks like it worked. Okay. Let me find an enemy to test this on. You unfortunate soul. Okay, that still only did... Okay, I'm a little bit worried that that actually might have messed with the, Let's also add rotate towards foes so that I don't miss. Don't crash. I believe in you. You got this. This isn't even that many divide by spells. If, just one divided by 10 causes this much... Oh, hold up. Okay, that did like... Oops, don't run into it. That did about 122,000 damage, if I saw that correctly. I know it was frozen for like a good 20 seconds, but... Oh, the bitrate sucked, so you can't even see the number. It was either 120,000 damage or 1.2 million damage. So, okay. This works. I'm a little bit worried that putting so many divide bys on square barrier kind of makes it break. So let's avoid that for a bit. Or makes it just kind of lag too much. Let's put this like this instead. And now I want to see if I can buff up the damage with a bouncing burst by potentially gold to power. And heavy shot and accelerating shot. And divided by 10 on the gold to power. And let's just add on to this while we're here. Double spell. Water. And now we need to find an enemy. It did not hit them. It doesn't lag as much. I'm happy to see that. Okay, that did a lot of damage. 3 million? Is that a million that I'm seeing? It's minor promise that this spends a lot of money. I've already lost a few 100,000. So let's get rid of that. Let's like... I don't want to crash the game, you know. Let's put this here on the critical. Oh, that's the Telbert wand. Imagine if I put bloodlust on that, I would actually just instantly kill myself in Minecraft. Okay, that's 17 million damage. I can't actually read it fast enough. $21 million damage. I'd say that's pretty good, right? What if I mix things around? What if I put this on spells to power instead? I missed. And by the way, I could put piercing on this to make it hit every frame, essentially 60 times damage multiplier. Oh no. $16 million. That's lower. you're not supposed to die before I shoot. That hit someone. Can't see the damage number, of course. Oh, come on. Okay, we're dealing in the range of a few million damage. That's pretty good, I'd say. But obviously, I'm not exactly sure of what to do to improve that by a whole lot. Maybe if I just had a lot more Divide by spells, I could just kind of stack them up. Maybe stupid idea, unintentionally. Let's try it. Let's see. I'll back away. Safety back away from the projectile mass destruction. That did some damage. I didn't actually see. Okay, it's dealing about 2 million damage. That makes sense. But this is piercing, and it can also damage me, so I'm probably not going to do that anymore. That's fun. But I can see if I wanted to do, and also this obviously goes to power. Great thing to add to that, but I don't want to spend too much more money. If you wanted to deal trillions of damage, or I guess 50 billion damage is your goal, so roughly 1 billion damage per second, I would have to take that a lot further. I'm sure that with the spell that did like 21 million damage, you could technically use that. So that would be strong enough. Maybe a few more Divide by 10s would get you all the way there, and maybe infinite money. Like, of course, this is based on the money that you have. So if I stacked up more greed perks and I spent a lot more time getting money, that would be very powerful. Because if you get over like 2 billion gold, I think maybe it's that much. If you get enough gold, it basically just rounds up to infinity, and you no longer lose money from this, and you can this will give you a significantly stronger damage boost. But I don't know if it compares to spells to power, because these just add together, right? Maybe this gives you an extra like million damage, and maybe this gives you an extra million damage. That's only 2 million damage, right? You'd rather find ways to multiply it, which is what the crits do. So this is probably more powerful than this, if spells to power is working very well. Anyway, let's just undo all this. Maybe if I farm like significantly more Divided by 10s, and if I use bouncing bursts, I could there we go. I can make that a lot better. I think I'll probably finish this run off stream, because it's kind of tedious at this point. And I think the game would be more interesting to stream as like just new runs, just as a roguelike, to see if I can get to the end. Maybe do like some of the harder game modes or challenges and such. But yeah, what a wonderful game, by the way. Noita's a lot of fun. And the fact that such a system exists that lets you do billions of damage, that's amazing. And like this wand. And it looks so simple, right? This little plasma beam does like 100,000 damage. Even more if I wanted to use this. So yeah. Thanks everyone for watching. See ya.